Hello everyone, Tevin Townsend here. I wanted to give a quick review of my recent experience at Holistic Life Village. This is a health and wellness retreat located in Sambo Creek, Honduras, the next major city being La Ceiba. I was there for about 3 months, and since leaving, my dietary habits have been completely transformed. I am not eating the same, and I've added new foods to my diet. That's for sure. Check out my Instagram. I got some garbanzo beans and some coconut water the other day. Never bought that before. Before I get started, I want to thank Nature Girl Mocha, aka Taylor Anderson on Facebook, for giving her honest feedback. Everyone is going to have their own experience. Just because your experience was one way, it doesn't mean this other person is lying. Maybe you should think about your own experience and consider the experiences of others so you can get the larger picture. You can't get the whole picture just being there 7 days or 1 day or just from you being there. You want to ask around. You want to check around. I've seen people come on her review, which was a very critical review, but a loving review, and tell her they don't believe what she's saying. Okay? You had your moment to do your review. I don't think anyone gave you any issues. Let her do her review and try to listen to what she's saying. You're missing the message, and you're missing some very critical information she's trying to tell you. She doesn't have bad intentions. She's trying to prevent people from making the same mistakes she made, I made, and that other people made. I wouldn't lie to you. I support truth. I don't support the fake stuff. And that's why I have backed up Taylor Anderson based on what she's saying. She's telling a lot of facts about what went on at the village. And a lot of these people commenting, they wouldn't know anything about it. They're not qualified to even speak on it. Why are they even in the conversation? So listen to me. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to make my video too long. I will post an article, a very long review on my website that won't get taken down. I've seen Holistic Life Village get critical reviews a lot, and they just get taken down or washed away. This is how they've been able to slide by, even with so many rumors circulating. I will make sure that this time people see the tactics that this place employs when it tries to spin any kind of bad publicity. It's a real simple trick. You just make up a story about the person that tells the truth, and a lot of people just run with it and say, oh, yeah, that's right. I know you personally. You would never do that. I knew they were lying. Think again. So I want you guys to reevaluate your perception of what Taylor Anderson has tried to tell you. And quite frankly, I don't care about your perception of me. I'm not telling anyone not to go out there. You can go out there for 7 days or 14 days, and you can have a fantastic experience. But there's a lot of stuff still going on beneath the curtain that you may want to be aware of. One of the things that Kerry Jackson does is he will go reach out to women and invite them to live there as a retreater. He's not very transparent. He has an agenda, right? He wants to court the women. So some women have ended up in uncomfortable positions where they're in a foreign country with this older guy. They don't even know. He was just a real smooth talker, very friendly online, very friendly over the phone. They don't know anyone out there, no family out there, no way to get a job, probably no means of income, nowhere else to stay. All the resources, all of your necessities will come from Daddy Kerry. As long as you're on Daddy Kerry's good side, you get favors. When you're not, you no longer get favors. I'm trying to explain something to someone I met there. As she was leaving, she told me that Kerry didn't want her to work. Kerry didn't want her to do anything. Kerry wanted to take care of her. I believed her. She didn't even have to tell me. Now she's online telling Taylor Anderson, who's trying to warn her, that she is going to go by her experience alone, and she doesn't get that vibe. That's fine. She also told me the same thing. What I'm telling her is that she needs to sit her fast tail down and think about what her sister, Taylor Anderson, is trying to tell her. She's trying to prevent her from making the same mistake many women before her made. I tried to prevent her from doing the same thing. If she wants to go out there and take that risk, go out there and take that risk. I don't have anything further to say. I think what Carrie Jackson needs, the founder of Holistic Life Village, is a true divine feminine to check him and let him have it. Taylor Anderson was one of the few ladies there that actually did that. She will speak up when she sees wrong being committed, and she will say what needs to be said. She's got the temper for it too. And when she uses it for the right reasons, the effect is divine. Listen to your sister, listen to your brother. Don't go defending some dude online that you don't even know about. Don't put yourself in that situation. The image that Holistic Life Village has is very image-based. Once you get there, you think there are a lot of crops. There's a lot of fruit there. You think there is a lot of business going on, but it's not. It's, for the most part, an image. Here's what the place needs to work on. And I don't do this video to expose. I do this video to clarify the truth. I do this video to help prevent this from happening to people moving forward. And I do this for growth. So I'm just going to, in this video, name the key points that Holistic Life Village needs to work on and that Carrie needs to work on. I went there to build with Carrie, to build with Holistic Life Village. I didn't go there to build for Carrie. I didn't go there to build for Holistic Life Village. I'll get into that in just a second. The main problem he struggles with, personally, is addiction. He's addicted to cannabis. I don't even have an issue with that. That's not a problem. It's not a bad addiction to have until you have a lot of work that needs to be done to lay a foundation to build something great, something that needs to be built. No work is getting done out there because Carrie is constantly high on a very high dosage of cannabis every single day. And then pretty much everybody else is as well, or half the people there. It's hard to get people organized. It's hard to get anything done. And his dosages, by the way, are the dosages that when someone else takes it, they're a little too high for their own liking. Maybe he has a high tolerance. I don't know. I have videos I could get from someone to show you just how loopy he'd get, but I don't want to do that. I'm not here to really hurt anyone like that. I want this place to have a future, and the only way growth will happen is if this is told and Carrie can't slide by it. As long as he feels like he can get away with it, he will continue to do it. So now that people are aware, either he's going to change or the place will go nowhere. The other problem is, in order to organize people, you have to send appreciation back to those people. They have to have incentive. Place people in positions that they're good at and give them kickbacks, right? Don't try and control all the resources. Don't try and control all the money and have people slave for you. That was the problem there. The problem is he doesn't know how to properly run a business or an operation and treat people with respect. The funny thing that everyone complained about is before they got there, we were told it wasn't about the money. It was about building, and I was all for that. If you're able to build an engine, build an infrastructure, then the money comes, the abundance comes, because that's the true currency, the people and what you're doing. It turns out when everyone gets there, then he starts demanding weekly contributions in the amount of $25 from everyone. Meanwhile, these weekly contributions, by the way, were for food, the group budget, not his money, for him to just control the kitchen and take care of everyone with everyone else's money. So we start to realize the food situation is kind of scarce. Like, why isn't this money going as far as it should? And he's still buying weed. And we know the value of $25 in Honduras, and I'm talking 25 US dollars, is quite a lot of money to be spending on food. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but you have to allow people to have freedom, and you can't attempt to control people. You can't run sick experiments by controlling resources and patting people on the back and not fairly compensating them. While I was there, I had to create another bank account that the group had control over. So all the contributions people made, they got it back reciprocally. He didn't like that one bit, but it had to be done, and it's nothing I'm ashamed of, and it's something I'm very proud of. And that's one thing anyone can say about Tevin Townsend, is I'm a man of integrity, and I'm no pushover. And when something isn't right, I call it out. And I attempted to work with Kerry on many different occasions. The way he is now, you can't work with him. He's trying to run, as I mentioned, some really sick experiments on people. I think that's everything I need to say right now, except for this one last thing before I forget. That land is not owned. It's Garifuna land, or suspected to be Garifuna land. I'll put it like that. Garifuna land is a legal status in Honduras and in the Caribbean in general, where the land can't be bought or sold. It's just occupied, so he pays a monthly rent. There's no loan. I even saw a lady commented today trying to tell Mocha that she didn't believe what she was saying, and she's invested money. She knows more than Mocha. Okay, I guarantee you this lady doesn't have a deed or a stock certificate. Kerry's not a written contractual person. The truth is, he sounded very friendly in conversation. You gave him a whole bunch of money, no contract, and he's used that money to pay bills and to pay monthly rent. And you mentioned you haven't gotten a return on your investment. You probably never will, because there are no crops being exported. There's no fruit being sold out there. I was going to help Kerry export this to other countries. I have a background in business. I was going to help him with the search engine marketing, and I did help him when it came to online, social media, and other things on the property. But the organization isn't there, and the abundance isn't there. There's not even a lot of business as far as people going there as retreaters. Kerry wants people to come there to build a business for him, to run things for him, yet he wants to take all the benefit of it. Wants you to do all the work and then pat you on the back and say, thank you. Here's a bowl of food for the week, or here's 3 bowls of food for the week. Go fast the other 4 days. And as much as he can get away with it, he will try to get away with it. He needs a woman, a true divine feminine, to check him. So I hope the ladies step up to make sure this kind of thing doesn't continue to happen to women out there. With that said, I will post a long review in the form of an article that you guys will be able to peruse to learn more about the rumors. Learn more about all the other things you may have heard. Kerry is in debt, and we were there contributing $25 a week, not knowing where the money is going. He's the accountant, he's the treasurer, and people are donating thousands of dollars thinking they're investing in a property when he's struggling to pay the internet bill, struggling to pay the rent. We had a meeting one time where he tried to pressure 15 to 20 people to raise $70,000 in 2 months. All right, that's enough for now. You guys have a fantastic day.